Get ready with me while I tell you how this little Christmas look started my Christmas from hell, aka me being in the ER on Christmas Eve. Spoiler alert, wasn't the makeup. I just wanted to show y'all my favorite flea products. 'Twas a simpler time back then. So the look you're seeing right now is from our Christmas cover of Spaghetti, and it's featuring this little bob. And I wore this bob all week after we filmed this. And it was low maintenance, it was cute, but the lace was itching. I've never had a reaction to lace before, so I just ignored it. That was such a mistake. So about a week after filming, we leave to go visit my family for Christmas. When I got in the car before we left, I saw all these hives on my hands, and I was like, okay, well, that's a little strange, but they didn't hurt or itch, so I ignored those too. Other than the flight being delayed, it went fine. But when we went to baggage claim, they were like, oh yeah, we left your bag back home, and we can deliver it if you want, but the day before Christmas Eve, absolutely not. So we had to wait till well past midnight for me to get my bag. Once I finally got my bag, I realized that the only thing they went through was my iPad. And honestly, I think somebody was going to steal it, but my iPad is the biggest model they have, so I think they thought it wasn't worth the hassle. It wasn't broken though, so a win is a win, I guess. I wake up the next day, and my face is broken out into hives around my eyes, around the sides of my nose, and I'm breaking out in huge pimples. And I was like, I can just take some Benadryl, sleep it off, it'll be fine. So that was super wrong, because the next day, on Christmas Eve, my eyes were swollen, almost shut. I barely got any sleep. I was clawing at my face with my nails, and my mom was like, girl, we're taking you to urgent care. You look awful. I didn't know you looked like this. Of course, it's hours of waiting at urgent care, but when the doctor finally sees me, she literally balks at me when she sees my eyes, and she was like, okay, super glad you came in. You do not look good. We need to pump you with everything we've got, basically. And she was like, did you try anything new? Any new skincare products? Has this happened before? And I was like, no. And then we thought about it. The only new thing I had been doing was the dang on wig, you guys. It was the bob! The meds helped so I could spend some of Christmas with my family, even though I was like asleep and bald most of the time. Then the plane ride back was also chaos. This lady's hydro flask fell out of the overhead compartment, narrowly missed my head, and it still hurts. Then the wheelchair people left us stranded on the plane for so long that they almost took our bags away. Again, the guy assisting me in my wheelchair just decided to leave us there, and when we got our bus, started pouring water out of the cooler system. So all in all, not the worst Christmas ever, but definitely too eventful for my liking. I hope that you had a much better holiday than I did. Please watch our silly little cover of Spaghetti, because it almost sent me into anaphylaxis. That's it. Bye! But that's not it, because, it got worse. The bottom half of my face started swelling. My throat also started swelling up. Basically, we were just waiting to be sure my throat doesn't close. It was scary for a second there, but I think I'm gonna be okay. Lord only knows if I'm making it to 2026. Happy New Year!